Traders, how you doing? Let's take a look at what an average day for a funded trader looks like. Most people that I've talked to picture funded prop trading as sitting in front of 6 monitors or wrapped in monitors all day long, watching every candle move, constantly clicking the buy and sell buttons. It's not like that. Reality is much different. Professional traders spend far less time actually trading than most people imagine. Instead, they spend their time preparing, managing risk, reviewing performance, and waiting for high quality opportunities. In this video, I'm going to walk you through what a typical day looks like as a funded trader, from the morning routine to market preparation to execution, and finally the post-market review that helps improve performance over time. By the end of this video, you'll have a much more realistic picture of what professional trading actually looks like. If you appreciate this type of content, go ahead and gently tap that like button, but let's get to work. So everything starts before I ever open a trading platform. I'm usually up around 5:30 in the morning, and before I even look at a chart, I check the economic calendar. I want to know whether there are any high impact news releases scheduled during my trading session, because those events can dramatically change market conditions and therefore can dramatically change anything I may plan if I don't know about them. Interest rate announcements, inflation reports, employment data, central bank speeches can all create volatility that completely changes the quality of a setup. So knowing those events ahead of time allows me to decide whether I want to participate or simply stay out of the market altogether that day. Preparation is much easier than reacting. Once I know what the economic calendar looks like, I move on to my charts. I'm usually watching 3 or 4 instruments at the most at a time. That's intentional. I'm not trying to monitor 20 different markets. I don't have the bandwidth. Nobody does. I'm trying to know a handful of markets extremely well. See, I want a narrow field and depth of knowledge. At this stage, I'm not looking for trades. I'm simply refreshing my understanding of where price currently sits relative to important levels I marked the previous evening. Support, resistance zones, liquidity zones, higher time frame trends. The goal is to rebuild market context before the session begins. Before the opening bell, I already want to know exactly what would make me interested in taking a trade. That means identifying potential entry zones, defining where my stop would go, and determining realistic profit targets. If price never reaches those conditions, that's perfectly fine. One of the biggest misconceptions in trading is believing you need to trade every day. You don't. Professional traders spend far more time waiting than they do executing. Patience is part of the edge. Patience is key. If there's a major economic event scheduled during my primary trading window, I have to make a decision. Sometimes I'll simply delay trading until after the announcement. Sometimes I'll reduce position size, and sometimes I won't trade that session at all. There will always be another opportunity tomorrow, so I don't want to push anything. There's no reason to expose unnecessary risk simply because you feel like you have to be active. Discipline often looks boring, but it's incredibly profitable over time. My actual trading session generally runs from about 6 a.m. until around 10 a.m. And here's something that surprises a lot of people when I tell them. I'm not staring at the charts every second. Once I've identified a valid setup, I place my order with predetermined entries, stop losses, and profit targets. Then I largely let the trade do what it's going to do. If it wins, great. If it loses, that's part of trading. The stop loss already defines the maximum risk, so there isn't much value in emotionally watching every tick. Let me take a Quick pause here if you'd like to see a deeper breakdown of any part of this routine, whether it's chart preparation, live trade management, or morning analysis, or anything involved like that, leave a comment below and I'll build a dedicated video around it. Sound good? Okay. Throughout the session, my focus isn't on making more trades. It's on protecting capital. If I reach my daily loss limit, I'm finished for the day. If market conditions aren't producing quality setups, I don't force anything. Some days I'll only take one trade. Some days I won't take any. Trading less is often one of the hardest lessons for newer traders to learn. Sometimes doing nothing is actually the highest quality decision available. Another thing people don't realize is how much energy goes into managing yourself, not just managing trades. Someone that has experience trading knows this. You have to manage your own psychology, and it is harder, much, much harder than you might imagine. You're constantly monitoring whether you're becoming impatient, overconfident, frustrated, or trying to force opportunities. All these emotions are usually far more dangerous than anything happening on the chart. A trading plan isn't just there to manage risk, it's there to protect me from myself. Once the trading session ends, the learning actually begins. Every trade gets documented, journaled. I record the setup, the outcome, whether I followed my rules, and any observations that might help improve future performance. Were there any deviations from my trading plan? If so, why? And what happened because of it? This process usually takes somewhere between 30 minutes and an hour. Ironically, it's probably the most valuable hour of the entire day because the goal isn't just making money today, the goal is becoming a better trader tomorrow, right? Okay, so once the review is finished, my day looks pretty normal. It's not glued to my trading platform. I'm not checking my account every 15 minutes. I'm not obsessing over every small market movement. The trades are either working or they aren't. I can't do anything about it. It's all up to Mr. Market. My maximum exposure was already defined before I entered. At that point, there's nothing left to manage emotionally. That freedom is one of the biggest advantages of having a structured trading process. Okay, so hopefully this gives you a better idea of what a professional funded trader's day actually looks like. It's not constant excitement and shouting and like the floor of the New York Stock Exchange, but it's preparation, it's patience, risk management, execution, it's review, and then repeating that process over and over again. If you'd like to see a sample of my complete trading plan or dive deeper into any part of this daily routine, let me know in the comments. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.